Hello. Okay, what's happening here? Okay. I'm just trying to get live on Instagram. It's not really. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello, Beth Neely. Okay. Let's turn this bad boy around. Oops. Go live on Instagram, live on Facebook, double live streaming. Yay. I have to remember to look at like all the cameras though, because yeah, I took a pic on Instagram instead of going live. Oh my goodness. Hey, Talisa. Hi, everyone. Okay. Let's get this shared. Hi, everyone on Instagram. Tell me your name and where you're watching from, especially if it's your first time. I feel like we haven't like done an invitation of the people for a while. So, ow. Let's tell the people. Especially the bugs that are biting me. I seriously got, it's funny because I titled this live stream, Tell Me Again Why You're Not, I titled this live stream, Tell Me Again Why You're Not Living the Life of Your Dreams in a Tropical Paradise. And then I'm like, oops, laughing because as I'm saying it, I'm just sitting here like getting bit by mosquitoes and you're like, that's why. My eyes look a little tired right now because I just woke up. I wasn't feeling that great yesterday. And so I spent most of the day resting. I got my eyelashes done and then I spent most of the rest of the day resting. And I look a little bit tired even though I'm well rested. I started watching The Order on Netflix. Pretty good. Hi, everyone. Hey, Winnie. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Mallory. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Tara. Probably not what the title of this live stream is going to end up being, but that's all right. Hey, everyone on Instagram, say hi to me. Tell me where you are watching from. Okay. I was going to tell you about it today. Oh, I'm on like episode 8. My stomach was not feeling super great yesterday. I was feeling really nauseated, and so I laid in bed and watched The Order all day. So that happened. Hi, Dempsey from the UK. Okay, how is everyone? So it's Sunday. I'm still in my pajamas. I am drinking coffee. I have super cool, exciting announcements to make. This is super funny because my tripod Well, I didn't tell you because you weren't actually responding to any of my messages yesterday. So I just stopped talking to you. Is actually what happened, Mallory. My tripod is doing this thing where it's like being a quitter, but it's quitting very slowly. So it's like, and then the next thing I know, my forehead's cut off, but it's not happening instantly. So then the next thing I know, I just look at the camera and I'm like, where is my head? Okay. So I have exciting news about the Americas. We'll refer to them as the Americas from now on. I will be back in the Americas next month. It's happening. I will be in Atlanta for 10 days in April, and I am doing what is it called, Mallory? I don't know why I can't remember the name of this event. Maybe that is a sign that I need to change the name of the event because I can't remember the name of the event. Something about soul alignment and wealth repatterning, but I don't remember the actual official name of the event. What is it called? Mallory, what is it called? I told you what it was called. Anyway, you have an opportunity on April 13th to come spend the entire day with me in an amazing luxury boutique hotel. Soul Aligned Shifts and Wealth Repatterning Day is what's happening in Atlanta. Soul Aligned Shifts and Wealth Repatterning Day. Ooh, that's good. I like it. It's happening. It's happening on April 13th in Atlanta. Your face in my face all day long. What's better than that? So, those of you that have worked with me in the online space and have done online programs with me or classes or courses or just follow me over the interwebs, and you haven't done an in-person event with me, they are fire, because I'm even more fired up than I am on live streams, and they're just a lot of fun. So if you are called, and so really what we're gonna be doing during this day is really deep diving into wealth repatterning stuff and looking at blocks and places and programming that need to be cleaned up. And looking at what are the soul aligned shifts that you need to make to really get honed in on purpose. So that's happening. There is a pay in full rate and there is a 3 payment plan rate. So if you already know that you cannot wait to have your face in my face in Atlanta, Georgia on the 13th of April, then you should do it. Sales page isn't done yet. I don't know if we're even gonna do a sales page. It really depends. It's limited to 10 people. And I think almost half of the spots have actually also already been nabbed by my emergence and transcendence clients. So that means there's probably only like 5 spots left. So that's happening, and I'm super excited about that. And I have to go to Atlanta for my child support trial. My middle son's biological father is like 300,000 plus arrears in child support. And we've been in the court system for 4.5 years. And we're finally having trial. And so I figured might as well have fun while having to go deal with something dumb, right? So that's what we're doing. We're gonna have an amazing VIP day. We're gonna make soul aligned shifts. We're gonna repattern the hell out of people's wealth stories and programming. It's gonna be good. Good. Okay, so Mallory just dropped the links in case you are desiring to nab one of those spots in the Soul Aligned Shifts and Wealth Repatterning Day that's happening in Atlanta on April 13th. Okay, that's it. So what did I want to talk about today? Well, I definitely want to talk about energy and vibrational frequency and how we really take our personal energy vibration for granted. And so we're like, you know, trying to be in purpose and trying to be in soul alignment. And what's long? Oh, the court. Yeah, it's been a really long, stupid, drawn out battle. Some men just don't like to pay child support. What can I say? Once this entire thing is done, I will actually come out and do a whole tell all on this situation. It's been really frustrating, and I feel really fortunate that I've had the money to actually fight this. It's just, and it's really atrocious how men who don't pay child support are favored in the court system. It's just ridiculous. So that is a live stream for another day, but I will be back with that. Once the court case is settled, I will be back to tell all the things about that particular situation, because I feel like it needs to be said and it needs to be spoken about. So energetic vibration, energetic frequency. I kind of think exactly what I want to talk about vibration first. Everyone knows that I'm always talking about how it's all just an inner game, right? It's all an inner game. It's all about how you are able to create and shape your inner landscape. Everything in your outer landscape is a reflection of what's happening on your inner landscape. And so if something isn't going right in your life, then the first place that you should be looking is in, right? And that's not really our nature. That's not really what we've been taught to do. It's not really what we've been conditioned to do. It's not really what we've been programmed to do, right? It is in our nature to, when we're uncomfortable inside, immediately look outside for what the cause is. What's the, who's doing what to me outside of me that's making me feel this way, right? And the same is true when it comes to our happiness and our ability to step into our purpose, our ability to make money. And I think this is the place where people, mosquitoes, this is the place where people really don't look at this, it's like, so sometimes if our relationships are in trouble, or we're struggling or having issues in our friendships, we'll look inside, we'll look at our part, we'll take accountability, we'll do all of those things. But when we're not happy in our job, or we're not living in our purpose, or we're not making the kind of money that we want to make, we are always looking outside of us for what the cause is. And it all just comes down to energy. And how are we taking care of and protecting our energy? In many cases, we just aren't, especially in those areas. We're going through the motions. We're doing the things that we think that we should be doing. We are checking the boxes off, right? Like, we're creating the to-do list. We're doing all the things, and then we can't figure out, well, I'm doing all the things, then why am I not making the money? Or why haven't I figured out what my purpose is yet? Or why haven't I been able to launch the business that I've wanted to launch? Or why have I been, whatever my perception of failing is at at my soul purpose if I do know what it is. Really, truly, all it is about is your energy. And when your energy is not directed and your energy is scattered, then everything else in your life is going to be that way. And especially when it comes to making money. So as we've been talking about this wealth alchemy stuff, I've been getting a lot of questions from people who are like, I know what my purpose is. I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I hired this coach. I hired that coach. I took this business course. I took this business class. You know, I've done all the things that I'm supposed to do to be successful, and I'm not, and I'm still stuck, and, you know, I'm still making $2,000 a month, and I'm still making $10,000 a month. I mean, the dollar amount doesn't really matter, but it's like you're not achieving the things that you desire to achieve in life. And every time I can look at those people and I'm like, yep, because your energy's off. You're taking care of and doing all the things, but you're not taking care of the most important thing, which is your inner landscape. And that looks different for everyone, right? I've got this client a private client actually, who has been literally getting pinged to meditate, that she needs to meditate, that she, and it's like, it keeps coming up. Good morning, Catherine Rollins. This time next week, you're gonna be here. I'm so excited, I can't even handle it. Catherine Rollins is coming to Bali, in case anyone had missed that. So she's been getting all these, like, I've been telling her to meditate. Her guides have been telling her to meditate. Like, literally everything in her life has been telling her to meditate. And she is like, has been in refusal. Like, she's like, I tasked her with, okay, 7 days of this particular meditation. Do 7 days of this meditation. And I was like, I'll do it with you. And she's in so much resistance that I forgot to even do the meditation. But like a few days later, she's like, it totally like slipped my mind. 3 days into it, she's just like totally forgot that she had made this commitment. And there are some little pieces that are not fitting for her. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about. There are pieces and tools, and I'm not using the right words. I am not fully into my first cup of coffee, and I feel like I'm not in flow. And I'm like saying copy instead of coffee. So let's just finish the coffee. And then hopefully we will get into the flow state. What the hell? My energy's not right. You know what? It's true. It's not. I was feeling off last night. I wasn't feeling that great last night. I did take care of myself by not doing any work-related stuff and just laying in bed, but I still am feeling a little bit off. So I am going to get a 2-hour massage today. That's how I'm taking care of my inner landscape. And I will most likely do an hour of that. I will do an hour-long Joe Dispenza meditation. And I think I'm going to go put my feet in the sand and walk along the beach today. And the spiritual dictionary, what? Alpha Mama is the spiritual dictionary, or there is a thing actually called the spiritual dictionary? What is happening? You're totally confusing me. I hate it when you like tell me things that I feel like I really need to know about and then you're not super clear. Massage. Catherine is not speaking clearly, which is not like her, and now I'm super confused about what she's trying to tell me. And I feel that she needs to just send me an audio message now on Telegram so that I know what the hell she's talking about. So we were making up a spiritual urban dictionary. I don't even know. I'm so confused. Was I part of that conversation? Was I not? I mean, I'm sure I was there in spirit for that conversation, but I just don't know if I was actually there, which is why I don't remember. Higher self, get it together. she's doing pretty good. I mean, as I think you have seen, she's visiting people in their dreams. She's coaching people in their dreams. She's inside all kinds of people's heads all over the world. Like, she's definitely helping me multitask, but apparently we need to step our game up even further so that we know what Catherine's talking about right now. Okay. Back to energy and flow. And getting your shit right. So I am a projector in human design. I am a 5/1 projector. And the thing that is really, really, really important for me, I'm totally going to study human design this afternoon. I'm super excited about that. Well, I know a lot of things, Catherine, but I don't think I know everything. Okay. So, I'm a 5/1 projector. What that means for me is that my number one job is to keep my energy and my aura attractive. I have to take care of my inner landscape above all other things to be living my design. And when I do that, all the other parts of my life fall into place. Well, what I've realized over the last year is that it's not just me and it's not just projectors. Literally every design point, I'm working on it. I'm working on becoming omnipotent. I just am not there yet. Just give me like a year. I'll be there in a year. Hey, Alicia. So what I've realized is that every design actually does better when they practice this. It's just not the initial reaction of some of the other designs, like generators, for example, to take care of that inner landscape first. But we all operate better when we do. But the reason that I've realized this is that I used to be in a lot of resistance to this. I would do everything else before taking care of my own energy. And as a result, I would be really burned out. My aura would not be attractive. And I was struggling in business and in life and in relationships and in like every area of my life. And I felt like I was doing so much for other people, which I was assigning my worth to at the time. So I felt like I was doing so much for other people, but I wasn't taking care of myself. And then as a result, like I wasn't successful. And I couldn't figure it out because I was just giving and giving and giving. And I'm like, if I'm giving and giving and giving, like why isn't it equaling the response that I want, right? Like why isn't it equaling more clients? Why isn't it equaling more money? Why isn't it equaling, you know, everything in my life going well? And then my body actually like began to shut down. And as many projectors that are in their late 30s bodies do, my body began to like break down and shut down because I was taking, there's lots of reasons. I was taking in a lot of energy and I wasn't discharging it because all of my centers are open except two, or all of my centers are undefined except two. And so I was taking all this energy in and not properly discharging it, but I also was not living my design. So I also was not taking care of me before all else. And the body shutting down actually forced me to begin to do that. And so as that happened, as my body began to force me to slow down and I started putting myself first, my business started taking off. And I was like, this is really weird. Like, and by the way, if you follow human design, often when people find out that I'm a projector, they're like, no way, there's no way you're a projector. With what you do and how successful your business is and how often you're selling and how often you're like doing all the things, like there's no way. Well, yes, I am a projector, and I believe that the reason that I'm able to be successful is because I live my design in this way now. In that I am putting myself first. So as my body began breaking down and as I began to be forced to actually live my design, I started becoming more successful. And it was like the less I would work, the more money I would make. And the less I would push and try to like force myself forward, the more successful I would be, and the more people would come into my community. And Anita Roach is actually a really amazing human design. She's super, super knowledgeable in human design, and she just hopped on the Facebook chat, whatever. What is this thing? A live stream. I'm telling you, my brain is not fully working. Maybe I need another cup of coffee. I would take a field trip to the coffee machine, but we are double live streaming, and I'm not coordinated enough to carry both tripods and make the coffee, so I'm gonna have to wait for the second cup of coffee. So I started taking better care of myself. I started really taking care of my physical body. But in taking care of my physical body, I was doing things that were actually also taking care of my other bodies. So it was like I was taking care of, nope, never said I wasn't drinking coffee. I was taking care of, so in the stuff that I was doing for my physical body, it was also taking care of my spiritual body. It was also taking care of my energetic body. It was also taking care of my emotional body, because I had to begin doing stuff like meditation, and I had to like really slow down and stop pushing, right? And hey, Anita. So I started to recognize, right? And about that time is actually when I started learning about human design. And I was like really put off, because I was like, I wait for the invitation. Like all I do is live stream all day. Like there's no way, I can't wait for the invitation. And so then my cousin Alicia actually really helped me understand some of the ways that I actually have already been invited, which is why I'm able to be successful on the platforms that I'm using, on Instagram, on Facebook. And that's probably a live stream for another time. But I realized and I recognized that as I was slowing down, I was actually living more of my design. And so that's something that I've continued, and it's something that like I almost see as part of my daily or my weekly work practice, right? Like I have sales activities that I need to do. I have, team meetings. I have sales activities. I have, financial awareness stuff that I do. So I'm like, I'll do, I have a day on Monday where I work on my business and I look at all the finances, and I have a meeting with Mallory and I do all of that stuff. And it's like on Sunday, I have a 2-hour massage. And literally, it's like, it's not negotiable, and it is part of what I do to make my business successful. And I think a lot of people think about that and they're like, that's just ridiculous. Like, how can you even say that, how can you even say that by getting a massage, like that's part of your business? And I'm like, well, it keeps my energy and my aura attractive, and that is my design. That is living my design. So I really wanted to put this to the test, because a big part of what I do is obviously help women rediscover their purpose and passion and step fully into their purpose work, which is now shifting a little bit. Now my purpose is shifting a little bit more into, helping people step into wildly financially abundant purpose work, because I'm really passionate about helping people also realize their full financial potential. But in doing that, what I realized is everyone's doing this. We as a society right now, oh, there's a squirrel in my house. We as a society, like in my house, right here in my rafters. As a society, we are so conditioned to just go, 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 go. Yeah, Catherine, I can totally, we'll look at it when you come. Because now I'm like learning so many things about it. So when you come, we'll just like geek out one afternoon on it. So as a society, we push ourselves. We're just go, 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 go. And we don't give ourselves the opportunity to rest. We don't give ourselves the opportunity to, look at what we really need as a whole being, right? What we need on a soul level, what we need on a physical level, what we need on a mental level. And we just push ourselves aside. We push ourselves aside. We put everyone else before us. And then we wonder why we're burned out. We wonder why we're run down. We wonder why we're irritable all the time. We wonder why we constantly are reaching for sugar or junk food or something to numb our emotions. And our relationships are struggling, and why so many people end up divorced. I mean, it's like all of this stuff it all plays a part, right? It all is the reason. Yeah, so me too. Like someone on Instagram just said the old story of my life. The old story of my life too. I mean, fully that's who I was. Fully that's what I was doing. And when I decided to stop doing that, to stop putting myself last, it was really difficult. It was difficult in my relationships at first because everyone was so used to me doing all the things for all the people and not putting myself first and not prioritizing my health and not prioritizing my soul and my being, that it caused a little bit of strain. But then what happened is, after months of me finally taking care of myself, I wasn't such a bitch anymore. I wasn't so irritable. I was really enjoying spending more quality time with my family. I was starting to get good boundaries with myself, right? With myself. Because I was the worst at boundaries with myself. It was like, I would be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm going to eat right, and I'm going to make sure I get enough rest. And it was like the very first boundary to get broken was always the one I had set with myself for myself. And then, as you can imagine, like when you continue to just like say no to your soul and basically tell your soul to fuck off when it's telling you what it needs, it's like that voice becomes quieter and quieter and quieter until eventually you're having a really hard time even hearing that voice, right? And you're just basically reacting. Every moment of your life is a reaction. You're just there. You're not able to live and operate from a proactive space, because you're just constantly cleaning up bombs that are dropping all around you, right? Because you can't even like see where it's coming from. It's just like you're in constant reaction mode. So when the body broke down and when I was forced to kind of begin doing this, and really like coming to Bali helped so much with this, because Bali is slow. And if you've been to Bali, it's funny because somebody was saying the other day, like, I can't remember what it was. I was in a Bali, like I was in one of the Bali groups, Facebook groups, and someone was like talking about coming to Bali and having transformation happen, and being like, it doesn't just happen from coming to Bali. And my husband and I were laughing because we were like, obviously that person's never been to Bali, like, because literally putting your feet on this earth here in Bali is fucking transformational. That's another live stream for another time also, but coming to Bali really helped me because it's so slow here. Like, it's so slow and so hectic and fast at the same time. Like, it's really an interesting dynamic, but the energy of the island, the undercurrent of the island, she's very slow. And it made it a lot easier for me to slow down. In the United States has an undercurrent of frantic panic, in addition to all of the tension from the political climate, right? Like you're being kind of pulled in all directions. And it's even more important for those of you that are in those places where that kind of energy is existing all around you all the time. It's even more important for you to put yourselves first. It's even more important for you to keep your boundaries to yourself, keep your boundaries that you've set for yourself. It's even more important for you to take care of your 5 bodies, because you've got that constant like tug of war and that constant like pressure and undercurrent happening. But when I came to Bali and everything just slowed down, it's interesting because people say like sometimes people move to Bali and they have a really hard time working. Like they aren't able to be successful. They have a hard time working because it's a slow pace. And for me, it was the total opposite. It was like I was able to, like, my energy, my central nervous system was able to calm. My energy was able to calm down. And and it doesn't hurt that I can get a 2-hour massage for $30, right? Every week. And People will literally come into my home and give me like the most amazing massage ever. This afternoon I'm going out to a place I really like. But so it's like, you know, it allowed me here to slow everything down. Yeah, Byron feels really similar to Bali. Energetically, really similar. Like when I got to Byron, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like Bali in Australia. But yeah, that's true. Very, very similar. And so, and then again, it was like, so I get to Bali and then my business just begins to explode. And it's like, the more I take care of myself, the in-home massage that we get for 2 hours is like $21. Yeah, 21 US for like 2-hour in-home massage. And then we give them, we probably tip them $20. So we're like, we pay $40, but we're giving them like 100% tip usually. The in-home people that we have are amazing. So if you're ever in Bali and you want to know about our in-home people, then definitely let me know. Hi guys.
Hi.
What are you guys doing?
He's hungry.
Okay. Do you want to give them some fruit and then we can go to breakfast?
Cool.
And you have to be at tennis at 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just get them some fruit. Yeah. Just for the boys until, sorry, Josiah had a sleepover. So I was just chatting with them. Book my in-home massage for Friday. Okay, I'll do it. Bali should be on everyone's bucket list. Everyone should come to Bali at least once in their lives. It must be said. It's really quite amazing. But if you're coming, you should really stay for like 2 to 3 weeks because there's so much to see and so much to do. You guys do you want to stay down here and eat? Doesn't matter to me. Okay. Little teenage interruption there. So where were we? Bali, slowing down. So I get to Bali and then all of a sudden, massive explosion of my business. And what has consistently been shown to me is the more I take care of myself, the more I take care of my energy, the more I am conscious of my inner landscape, the more money I make and the more successful my business is. And truthfully, it's like I don't actually even need to do much in my business for it to be successful if my inner game is really on point. And I know that sounds like she's crazy, like that's insane, but it's true. It's really true. Like it is, for me, the other thing I think is like when I actually am working in my business, I'm much more in tune to what's going on. I'm much more aligned with soul, and so soul is directing me and I'm listening. I'm able to hear, right? So I'm making the right decisions and I'm going in the right directions and I'm launching the right offers and I'm showing up in my very best way when I'm making sure that everything's in alignment with myself and my soul. So I'll just tell you, like, here are some areas where I've been slacking off lately. So meditation, I've been slacking. Yoga is another thing that I like know that I need to be doing right now, and I'm only making it like once a week. So like, I feel like if I was really in alignment with what I needed to be doing right now, it would be hot yoga 3 times a week, meditation 5 days a week. And I say meditation 5 days a week because I do Joe Dispenza, so it's, an hour every time I do it, so it's a pretty big commitment, and I like to take a couple days off from that. So Joe Dispenza meditation 5 days a week. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, when I am in alignment, it's just like, what in the actual fuck is even happening over there? And I can feel it, and people can feel it, and it's like, it really is that energy, and it's what I'm here to do. my job is to be a guide, right? Like I'm a projector. That is what I'm here to do. I'm here to be a guide. I'm here to be a mentor. I'm here to be a lighthouse. I'm here to shine light where you're not able to see it yourself. And so in order for me to do that, I have to be at my brightest, like most brilliant potential. So it seems counterintuitive, but it's not. But I will tell you this, I truly believe that every design operates better and more fully in its best capacity when they're doing this. And it looks different for the different designs, right? It looks different for the different design types. But ultimately, we all serve ourselves and everyone else better when we're taking care of ourselves first. And so, like, when I say, because I say this a lot, and we're gonna be talking about this a lot in Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game, is that money is energy. And so if, and we know, right? We know that everything is energy. And if money is energy and we are energy, then doesn't it make sense that all we need to do is just match our energetic vibration to that of money in order to attract it? But that if our energy is depressed and our energy is depleted, like, we don't have the ability to change our vibrational frequency to the frequencies that we need to change it to create all the harmony in our life, right? Or to manifest the things that we desire, or to call in the things that we desire. If our energy is just flat and depleted, we don't have control over it. We don't have the ability to align with the things that we deeply desire. And so, it's like, take care of your energy first and watch the magic happen around you. It really is that simple. And it's funny because I'll be like, when I get into places, it's like coming back from Mexico, like, I was really depleted. I was energetically depleted. The travel was really hard on me. And, it's like coming back, I made a decision. Catherine Rollins will be drinking celery juice before you know it. Don't even believe her. Coming back to, can you imagine Catherine Rollins on celery juice? Oh my God, she's already like the most brilliant, beautiful human on the planet. She started drinking celery juice. It would just be like, actually, maybe she shouldn't, because she would just get on live streams and like, it would just blind everyone, her brilliance. But, so one of the decisions that I made was coming back from that trip from the United States is like, okay, I don't travel to the United States unless I'm in business or first class anymore. And that's it. Like, I just can't. It's horrible on my body. It literally costs me money. I literally got back and was so fucking depleted and so exhausted that it took me 2 weeks to get my energy and my auric field back into alignment. So, when you think about that, it's like, okay, so I'm going to spend a huge amount of money on a business class or first class ticket, but it cost me way more than the price of that ticket to not fly business class home, and then to spend almost 2.5 weeks getting my energy back into alignment. It was nuts. So these are the things where you really have to look at, like, what serves me and what doesn't. And if your goal and your intention is to make more money, take care of yourself more, do more inner work, invest more in things that are going to fill your soul up. And then obviously, work on the vessel, both the physical vessel and then, the soul, of getting rid of the programming, getting rid of the conditioning. So clearing and cleaning and meditation and all of that stuff, right? Get all of those things in alignment, and then, believe and intend and watch the money fall in line. It's really not that difficult. The lesson of going to the United States the last time was a huge learning lesson for me, because I'm still recovering from that trip. I'm still like financially recovering from that trip because I got so out of alignment. And like, I just can't afford to do that anymore. I have to make my energetic and my auric alignment my number one priority. And when I do that, everything else falls into place. So, if you're loving this content, this stuff that I'm talking about today, Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game is starting April 4th. 4 weeks with me, 2 group clearing sessions, but 4 weeks with me talking about all of these principles and how I went from starting this business with $0. I started this business with $0 in the bank. From there to now, and you know, having $50,000, $60,000 months at this point and on an upwards trajectory. We're going to be talking about all this stuff. I'm going to be sharing with you all my day-to-day of how I got to this place and how I continue to stay at this place and how I continue to expand and how I continue to up-level. And yeah, so one of the really exciting things that's happening, so I wasn't feeling good for 2 days, so I haven't been on promoting, and so I decided to extend this deal a couple of days. My full program, Ouroboros, which is my quantum wealth repatterning, which is it's a 12-week program, completely intensive. It's one-on-one and group work with me, deprogramming all of our money, wealth, receiving, worthiness, and deserving programming and conditioning. Clearing, deprogramming, basically creating a clean slate for you to rebuild your money story, is also beginning in April. And I haven't been this excited about a program in a really long time. Only taking 22 people into the program. And there's some amazing people already signed up. I'm super, super excited. It's going to be such a good group. So until Tuesday, if you sign up for Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game, which is the 4-week course, which is primarily educational, but we will be doing some cleaning some cleaning. It's basically cleaning. We will be doing some clearing, and we will be doing some deprogramming, but it will not be at the level that we'll be doing in Ouroboros. I am doing an opportunity drawing. One person that purchases Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game between now and Tuesday is going to be entered into a drawing to win the full Ouroboros program. I got this divine guidance last week, and so I feel that there's really someone out there that really wants to be in Ouroboros but doesn't have the financial resources to invest in the full program, and so I'm going to be offering that to one person that we'll be drawing completely at random. And so Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game is going to be epic and life-changing and soul-shifting and incredible. But then to also have the opportunity, and you'll get both programs. You'll get the Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game and Ouroboros if you win the drawing. So, and through today, the coupon actually ends today, but you can get $111 off today. So it's $444 for Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game if you register by 11 p.m. Bali time tonight. Otherwise, it's $555, but you might as well save the $111 off with the opportunity to win a mid-4-figure program from me. So that's happening. The code is EB Money. EB Money. Will you put that in, Mallory, to save the $111 off Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game? So go take care of your energy today. What are you going to do to go take care of your energy today? I would love to know. Comment below. I'm going to go eat a delicious breakfast and then get a 2-hour massage and meditate and research my human design, and I don't even know what else. Go for a walk on the beach, most likely. I'm trying to see if Mallory's going to put in the comment for the coupon. Otherwise, I can do it. EB Money at checkout to save $111. Ta-da! Okay, maybe she's gone. I put it in there. Now you have it. EB Money at checkout to save $111 off. Mastering your spiritual money game. And that's it. So have an amazing day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world as you're watching this live stream or the replay. If you're watching the live stream replay from Instagram, you can go to my website, which is in my bio. Go to offerings and click on Mastering Your Spiritual Money Game. That's it. That's all I have. Love you all. Have an amazing day.